Hello. Let's test it out. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Let's see if that needs turning down. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's close that. Might just reduce the volume a little bit. Just a little bit, so it's not too loud. Oh, I haven't got any headphones on, so I don't know how it sounds. Let's see. I might just mute it for a second. Do me edit. Oh, look, the little concept art. That was cool. Oh god, I hope the Fable looks pretty good. I'll be really disappointed if it isn't. Right, let's see if I am actually speaking. Channel. Fable Live. Yep, sounds like I'm speaking. There we go. Now, it's been a little while since I've streamed. So, fingers crossed everything goes alright. It seems to be going okay. Put the volume back on a little bit. It just goes sky high. Hopefully that sounds okay. I'll just keep talking and it goes down. Oh, my word. Oh, good. You can hear me fine. Nice. I'll turn up the internet browser a little bit when it starts out so we can actually hear it. I've got my eye on the audio, what's it called? Oh, how's your evening? Are you looking forward to Fable? I know I am. I wonder if we get anything else. I was just making sure that I wasn't on another display. Not long now. Oh, I've been waiting all day for this. Tell you, I've managed to get so much stuff done. Not long. Oh, that's a concept art of a knight in armor. I wonder if that's for Fable, because the other one is in Fable. That's clearly like Bowerstone Market. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, that's for that Beast of Reincarnation concept art. Gotta play close attention to the. Oh, I got a message. Message from the dark side. Oh, look. Oh, it's 10 minutes, not 10:98. Oh, damn it! I wasn't looking at the. So that's Japan. So that's gonna be Forza. Oh, I thought that was a tractor there. Some tractor concept art. Is it? I don't know what it is. Car game. I hope they show the car game first, and then Beast of Reincarnation, and then Fable at the end. Yeah, I loved Fable as a kid. It was great. I tried to play it recently actually, Fable 2. But like the resolution is so low. It's like I can't see what I'm doing. Which is quite funny. Because I've been experimenting with monitors and stuff and I'm like, oh, let's try 1080p. Ah, so we've got a sword, we've got a cockatrice there. What the hell's that? That's the sword, and then there's like an undead thing there. Yeah, so what was it? Yeah, enjoyed Fable 2 as a kid. Played that. And then I've been playing Fable 1 for like the past week. Just been seeing what that's like. I do prefer Fable 2 over Fable 1, purely for the expression wheel that they introduced in Fable 2. I think that's nice. Yeah, it does need. I do hope with if they get a lot of success. Nah, I don't think they will do that. Like if they get because they're rebooting the franchise, aren't they? So I don't know if they do like a Fable 2 remastered or anything or remake after Fable 1. I imagine they'd want to do a Fable 2. That's talking like years away. I wonder when. I want to know when it's coming out, to be honest. Is it coming out earlier on than most people think? Or is it, you know, is it going to be like in September? So it's all very interesting. Hub concept art there. Yeah, that skeleton, that's got to be a that's got to be something, isn't it? Probably in a Wraith Marsh. What's that? It's like an undead thing. Hollow Men confirmed. And there's the troll there. This is all very interesting. That's definitely Bowerstone Market with a bridge. That looks very Fable 2-ish. With a little bit more markets and stuff. This is actually kind of getting me excited seeing that. I mean, the Beast of Reincarnation looks interesting. I do apologise for yawn. I am really tired. It's been a long day. Yeah. Although it looks like Souls-like and stuff, that Beast of Reincarnation. Yeah, GTA. I keep forgetting about GTA 6. It's not on my radar because I'm thinking it's gonna end up being pushed back again. From the things I've heard and stuff. So it's like, oh, will it? Won't it? I just hope Fable is a really good open world game, so it gets me there. You know. I wonder if we. Well, it looks like we're just seeing 3 games at the moment, concept art wise. So I don't know if we're gonna see like Gears of War or anything today, or any other game. A lot of people said, "Oh, it's gonna be Shadow Drop, Fallout 4. I mean, Fallout 3 in New Vegas," and I'm like, that's not happening. Summertime though, summertime for Fable, you think? Maybe just before summertime, maybe? Like maybe May? June? Because I feel like a lot of people will be outside. It'll be nice if it comes out in March. Yeah, Hullerman confirmed from that concept art there. Because that's similar armor to Humphrey's armor. I need to make notes for my analysis video. Also, there's a Discord for Fable now. Now this is they've got a Discord, which is surprising. Alright. The longest 10 minutes of my life. Oh god, I really hope Fable looks good. We get all answers to our questions and stuff. Honestly, biting my nails here. It's like, will it, won't it be good? Will it be good? It's gotta be good. We'll sure find out soon. if it's crap, I'll be very annoyed. Again, a very strongly worded video tomorrow. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Oh, that's a new concept art I just saw there. Was that Fairfax Castle? Ooh. Yeah, I recognize the clock tower too. It looks like it. I wonder if that might be the male protagonist fighting the cockatrice then. That's the Fable sword, which I think has significance. Like you draw sword from the, you draw power from the sword or something. And there's Hollow Man. I do wonder what order they're going to show him in. Two minutes. Well, 30 minutes. Ugh. Internet's looking good. It's all good. Never really been into car games, to be honest. But I see myself drawn towards slower paced games. Because FPS games just rack my hands now. They hurt so much. I've been playing some Helldivers today, and there's like a new War Bond, new DLC, and my hands hurt. The amount of fast reactions you have to have and stuff. Ooh. It'll be nice to just play Fable for a bit. I'm getting like notifications from everyone. Everyone's streaming today when it comes to this direct. I think a lot of people are very interested. I know I am. I am so tired. Hey, almost a minute. I do hope the troll boss fights are a little bit better. They are. They're really good. Matt King and yeah, Richard. Yeah. IT crowd for it. Richard. I loved that growing up. Funniest thing I've ever watched. 20 seconds. I suppose I should put my headphones on. I think Stephen Fry will probably be in it too. Alright, let's have a look. Cool. All games are available on day one on whatever Game Pass. Enjoy the show. Holy crap! How many? How many ratings? There's no volume. I guess I'll just turn it up a little bit. Yep. Male confirmed in Fable. Male protagonist confirmed.
what to do with my hands.
Oh, nothing like a bit of cringe to begin with. Just what the doctor ordered. Right, what am I going first? Oh, yep, I knew they would.
Welcome to this world-first look at Forza Horizon 6. I'm Torben Ehlert, Design Director for Forza Horizon, and I can't wait to show you what the teams at Playground Games and Turn 10 have been working on.
And I'm Don Arceta, Art Director for Forza Horizon. The Horizon Festival is a celebration of beautiful cars, hit music, and breathtaking locations around the world. And now we're taking you to the place we've wanted to visit for a very long time, Japan.
Damn, they made Forza look pretty good.
Focuses on your journey. You don't start as a superstar of the festival or a racing champion or even a rookie. You'll start out as just a tourist in Japan.
Just a tourist.
Goal is to join the Horizon Festival by completing the Horizon qualifiers. After that, you'll rise through the ranks, unlocking wristbands as you complete races in fast.
Yeah, unlock those wristbands. Yeah, I imagine they'll leave Fable to last.
Prove your
Best to last year.
by completing spectacular events to unlock your next wristband. These include classic Horizon showcases and our new Horizon.
Damn, I should have made a cup of tea.
Show off your skills on thrilling obstacle courses like this one at the docks in Tokyo City. When you finally earn your gold wristband, you get access to Legend Island, an exclusive region of the world with unique events, tracks, and areas to explore. And
I'm digging the music.
accomplishment. Throughout that journey, all of Japan outside the Horizon Festival is yours to explore at your own pace. So, let's talk about the location we've all been waiting for.
Japan is the ideal location for our biggest, most exciting game yet. Full of beautiful landscapes and stunning contrasts of rural and urban, modern and traditional. This is our largest map, full of verticality,
Yeah.
diverse biomes,
I hope the streaming
and
tech
breathtaking driving experience.
is in Fable, so it's rather smooth. You know what I mean?
So we knew from the start that we wanted to deliver the most compelling and authentic game possible. To help us create those experiences in-game, we sought out advice
It's going to be very interesting to see
from Japanese car
how
culture
a car produce, like, how they make games like car games, and how they're going to take that and make Fable. I wonder how it's going to be.
I developed a passion for cars early. I've also worked extensively supporting creative collaboration
Need to turn my headset down. I can't hear myself.
and Western video game studios. Over the course of production, I had many conversations with the team about the nuances and the details of Japanese culture and how to reflect these in Forza Horizon 6. As an example, when we discussed naming options for the player home at Tokyo Docks, we discussed the building number, picking 7 and 8 because those two numbers are considered
Thank God it wasn't 6-7.
These numbers are also part of
Oh,
a well-known
God.
Japanese proverb, "Nana korobi yaoki," which means never give up.
Oh, that's good. Never give up.
When our team builds a Forza Horizon game, we focus on the essence of the place, what makes it special and unique. At the start of production, our team traveled to Japan to capture reference for everything. Time lapses of real Japanese skies, photogrammetry of trees and
So have they made the entire island of Japan? Like, and you can just drive around it. What?
From these references, we then work to capture the soul of those places, adapting it for Horizon's open-world gameplay. And since Japan is home to driving experiences unlike anywhere else, that process begins with the roads. Inspired by the C1 Loop, Ginkgo Avenue, and mountain passes, like Mount Haruna and Bandai Atsuma.
Yeah, this is what it's screaming to me, that it's going to be well optimized, hopefully. Now, I don't know if Forza games have like cars coming and oncoming traffic and all that looks like it, yeah. So it's hopefully be able to manage all the NPCs and stuff.
each with a unique identity.
This is it's really intriguing.
We work to create a city where every road, every corner, and every shortcut is fun to drive and a delight to explore.
Seasonal change in Japan is dramatic, and these changes are widely celebrated in local culture. We've captured that in games so that you'll see those changes reflected in the world around you as you explore. That sense of exploration
Does snow really get that high in Japan?
everything you find on your road trip
It looked like snow.
for you to collect.
That was funny.
Cars, houses, landmarks, mascots, and more, all tracked in your adventure journal.
Japan's car culture is one of the reasons I've been so excited for this location, and Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch. Those cars will have new body kits, new Forza Aero, and the ability to paint liveries on windows. We've also fully overhauled our roster to be better balanced across all performance classes, from D to our new top-end R-Class for track-focused cars. We've improved how each car is affected by the world. For example, with new cosmetic tyre wear, so each car responds authentically as you rack up the miles on those iconic Japanese roads. With more cars on day one than ever before, we've also created new ways to expand your car collection as you explore. Parked on driveways around the world, you'll encounter our new aftermarket cars. They're always bargains and include some extremely rare and unique cars.
That looks really good.
Your garage. We're not just bringing classic JDM to life, but also showcasing some of the newest, most exciting cars in the world. And Forza Horizon 6 cover car is one of them. The GR GT is a
Like the reflections are just like, wow.
performance with road-going.
Look at that.
And our game is the ideal place to experience the most modern iteration of Kazoo Racing's relentless pursuit of Japanese engineering perfection.
Yeah, same. I'm not really a car player guy, but
And remastered audio.
this does look pretty good.
Acoustic modeling technology simulating the soundscape of the world.
Sounds pretty good too, actually.
Music is a huge part of the Horizon Festival, and we're curating a diverse track list from around the world, including exciting Japanese artists, so you can choose your perfect soundtrack, whether racing, cruising, or drifting. And to complement the visual contrast of our map, we've captured extensive field recordings across all 4 seasons in Japan, creating a rich and truly authentic world for you to experience.
In Forza Horizon 6, you'll have new ways to shape that world with features that let you make a life for yourself in Japan. Our new customizable garages are the perfect place to do that. You'll find one of these at every player house, big enough for multiple cars, where you can freely decorate the entire space. And when you're done, you can invite your friends over to see what you've built. But the ultimate place to express your creativity is the estate. This mountain valley starts off completely empty and overgrown, but once you unlock it, you can build and decorate
Oh, wow. Okay.
in the open world here. And anything you construct is permanent and visitable by your friends. Our teams are fully committed to Forza Horizon being the open world driving game for everyone. We'll be carrying forward all of our accessibility features from previous games. We'll also be adding in new options like proximity radar for competitive players and auto drive for players who want to lean back and appreciate the world in motion. Our major new accessibility feature is customizable high contrast mode, making the open world of Japan visually accessible to everyone. No matter how you and your friends play, you can customize Forza Horizon 6 so you can play together.
Japan is world-renowned for its car meets, like Daikoku, and inspired by these experiences, Forza Horizon 6 will include new open
This, like how they're showing this off, really
places where you can show off
you know, hopefully it'll be like this is why they were picked for Fable, because they can make something really good and look graphically great.
like street races and our new
This is very intriguing.
iconic nighttime races down Japanese mountain passes. There's more to do in the open world than ever before, with new shared experiences like Horizon Time Attack circuits. These are seamlessly part of the open world, with no loads, no matchmaking, just a
Oh,
true
flatten that flag.
with you, your friends, and the in-world leaderboard. Playing together is easier and more rewarding than ever. Forza fans are incredibly creative, making everything from liveries to race events and scenic locations to explore. To support your creativity, we've added the ability to start building from anywhere, as well as loads of other player-requested improvements, all of which are also available in
Oh wow, you can build your own tracks.
We also know you love to collaborate, so in Forza Horizon 6, we're making building fully multiplayer. In Horizon Collab, you and your friends can build anything you can imagine together.
That's pretty cool.
Everyone here at Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios, we hope you've enjoyed this first look at some of the new features we've been working on, and that you're as excited as we are for the game. We'll be launching on Xbox and PC on the 19th of May. If you're a Forza fan,
19th of May for Forza.
you to Japan
Okay.
later this year when our PlayStation version is ready. For now, though, stay tuned for more updates about the game over the coming months. And thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you in Forza Horizon 6 as we discover Japan
I
together.
know, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at car games. The last one I played was Wreckfest and I really wasn't good at it. Looked pretty clean. I wonder what they're gonna show off next. What the hell? Okay. Interesting. A massive robot Gundam thing. Interesting. What's next? We're heading over to... Yeah, of course we are. You called it. You called it.
皆さんこんにちは。ゲームフリークのゼネラルプロデューサー大森茂です。ここは東京にあるゲームフリークのオフィスです。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはかつてない新しい体験を作り出すことに主眼を置いたゲームフリーク独自の取り組みギアプロジェクト。
It was quite a fun game, that Wreckfest was.
これまでもポケットモンスターシリーズのほかソリティバ、ギガレッカーなどさまざまなオリジナルゲームタイトルを世に送り出し
Oh, I meant to be reading.
新しいアイデアや世界観の構築に挑戦しています。
Ah, I totally missed what he said, damn.
カネーションは
I totally forgot I was meant to be reading.
体験ができるゲームです。遠い未来、文明崩壊後の汚れに侵食された日本、そして一人と一匹のアクション RPG というゲームプレイで構築されています。この美しくも過酷なビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界で皆さんにも臨場感あふれる冒険を味わっていただくことができればと心から願っています。
It's got robots in, it's got a big whatever the heck that was.
これまではポケットモンスターシリーズでバトルプランナーやサウンドマネージャーを務めてきました。ただ新しいゲームに挑戦したいという強い衝動もずっとあったんです。
Careful, lady, there's a wolf there.
最初は黙々とそのゲームで得られる感覚を自分の心に問いかけることから始めていました。世界観もキャラクターもゲームデザインも決めずに、ただどんな感覚がいいんだろうと探っていました。
Yeah, new Pokemon.
ぬくもり、楽
Let's
し
catch that wolf.
そして寂し
ピカチュウ
さと同じったような感覚が最もしっくりきたんです。自分の心に反応しました。隔離された主人公エマとこの世界を一緒に旅していくぬくもりのある相棒クーもその過程で生まれました。
古島からビースト・オブ・リンカネーションのコンセプトを聞いてとても興味を惹かれ、すぐに参加しようと心に決めました。長年ゲームフリークではポケットモンスターシリーズを通じて生き物やパートナーを描いてまいりました。しかし今回のプロジェクトでは過酷な世界を相棒と共に旅をするという体験を目指しています。汚れと呼ばれる寄生植物が蔓延している世界がかつての文明の廃棄を覆い尽くすほどまでに植物が生い茂った過酷な環境となっており、ダイナミックな移動が要求されます。
There's like robots in it too.
自由に操ることのできる鶴のような髪をエマの能力にする
Okay.
プロトタイプも出来上がってきました。そしてそれがエマという人物のバックグラウンドとキャラクターデザインを形作っていったんです。
これまでゲームフリークは動植物や自然と真摯に向き合ってきました。形状を自由に変えられて武器のように鋭くなりつつも美しい、そんな中核となるモチーフとして植物を選びました。ただ単に美しい植物を風景で表現するだけではなく、遊びにも植物を取り入れました。しっくりとくるモチーフを見出し、ゲームデザインとモチーフを紐付けることはポケットモンスターシリーズの開発を通じて培ってきた重要なステップです。モチーフが決まった段階でコンセプトアーティストの幸田一馬さんご協力のもと、この世界のビジュアルを形作っていくことにしました。エマとクーの姿を思い描いた時、自然に支配される世界の舞台として日本がぴったりだと考えました。日本の昔から続く山々に囲まれた自然豊かな風景と SF が入り混じった世界をエマとクーが歩く姿を自然にイメージできました。
I'm like reading the subtitles and then trying to look at the screen at the same time, and I feel like I'm missing loads here.
生物でもある腐食体も出来上がっていきました。
Design looks interesting. Big robots, robot guys and stuff.
アーティストの森田裕樹さんにお願いすることにしました。
You got a little crossbow.
同時にエマとクーの物語を作り上げていきました。ストーリーの舞台は
Yeah, I'm not really into these type of games either. Like,
発生した汚れという名の
is it Dark Soulsy or is it? I don't know.
後の世界です。エマは腐食体を狩り、その汚れを自分の体に封じ込めることができるという特別な能力を持っています。
Oh, she's got new plans.
ただそれがゆえにエマは恐れられ、人々が住むコロニーから隔離され暮らしています。エマと彼女の相棒となるクーは日本の東の地で出会います。そのクーの目的がこのゲームの謎の一つでもあります。
名前は何だ？
クーだ。
クーから目を離さない方がいい。
ああ、分かってる。
Okay, holograms.
お前に輪廻の獣討伐の命を出す。
都に迫る輪廻の獣を討伐するにはエマとクーの力を強化していく必要があります。そのためにこの世界に存在する強力な腐食体主を討伐し、その力を取り込んでいくことになります。汚れを封じることができるエマにしかできない特別な役目です。腐食体はこの世界の畏怖の対象であり、最も象徴的な存在です。汚れに寄生されて巨大化していった生物たちです。エマとクーが戦う強力な敵です。腐食体は汚れを
She lives in Shrek House. Yeah. My swamp. This is her swamp.
と呼ばれる存在は植物を操り自身の支配地域に
And some Pokemon characters are taking over.
汚れの森に入ると周囲の環境がガラッと変わります。手強い腐食体が襲いかかり、プレイヤーの行く手を阻むのです。そしてこの世界にはゴーレムというもう一つの勢力があります。ゴーレムは過酷な世界を生き残るため、かつての人間が魂を機械の体に転送した姿です。2000年の間に凄まじい戦闘技術を身につけましたが、一方で魂は劣化してしまっていて暴走しています。
マとクーは様々な人物と出会います。長い旅をサポートするブラッド、カグラであったり、あとはクナイというエマと同じように腐食体を連れた剣士とも巡り合います。
とどめはきちんと。
He has a unicorn.
エマとクーは同じく
What is this? It's interesting.
影響させ合いながら戦
Bit
う。
wild.
例えばエマが敵の動きを見極め攻撃を受け流すとクーに力がたまり開花技という強力な効果を持った技を発動できます。
Oh, that looked complicated.
そして開花技を放てばさらに次のアクションの選択肢に幅が広がります。例えばある開花技を使うとエマは彼岸花の大輪を咲かせその大輪に跳躍して兜割りを行うことができます。また別の開花技を使えば敵を縛りエマの強力な闘技を敵に叩き込むことができます。開花技の選択中は時間がスローになり考える時間が生まれます。ターンベースの RPG コマンドのように考えることになります。スキルを磨くほどにエマとクーの連携は研ぎ澄まされていきます。互いに補い合う関係で2人は常につながっているんです。エマとクーにはそれぞれスキルツリーがありエマが行動すれば
Yeah, I don't know what's going on either.
クーが行動すればエマに影響が与えられ
There's RPG elements. There's level up systems and all that stuff. That
組み合わせることで
looks very complicated.
作っていくことができるんです。
But imagine once you play it, you figure it out.
結びつける霊秘石やエマが受け流しを行った際に発動する刀の効果を重ねていくことなどでより奥深い戦闘ができるようになっています。遠距離だけで戦う人もいれば
Okay, it's like got a Stalker 2 kind of. Where you get these weird things and add them to your belt. Oh, stealth mechanics.
エマで戦闘を仕掛ける人もいればクーを先行させて戦わせる人もいます。エマとクーでどのような装備でどのような霊奇跡と組み合わせて戦うのかプレイヤーの皆さん次第です。皆さんがどんな意外な組み合わせを生み出すのか今からとても楽しみです。
遥か昔に汚れに追い尽くされた美しくも過酷な新たな世界企画構
Was that a vehicle?
私たちはこの世界に数えきれない秘密や奥深い魅力を散りばめることに全力を注いできました。すべてのプレイヤーの皆さんにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界を体験していただける日が待ちきれません。本作は今年の夏 XBOX、PC そしてプレイステーションでリリースされます。さらにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションは発売初日から XBOX ゲームパスでプレイ可能です。
Yeah. This would be very hard to do a breakdown on this.
渾身の新作どうぞご期待ください。
Shooting lasers. Okay. Interesting. This one's summer. Okay, cool. I'm not too sure what to make of that. Looks interesting. Oh, we got a new one. Use this Double Fine. Let's see Double Fine. Oh, it's the clay one. I don't know who's gonna play this, but what? Let's just make some clay. What the hell?
Oh, hello. I'm Tim Schafer, founder and studio head of Double Fine Productions, and this is Elsbeth Larkin, senior
Double Fine Productions.
senior in-house ceramicist. At Double Fine, we try to take a little time every so often and create quick game prototypes. Anyone in the company can pitch a game idea, and we have a vote on which ones we want to try to make. We forget the projects we're currently working on, basically get amnesia, and we do this for 2 weeks. That's a fortnight. And we build a few of these
Oh no.
game prototypes.
That's a fortnight.
Amnesia Fortnite. We've had all sorts of great ideas come out of this process. It's just like this clay.
Yeah, it probably is, isn't it?
Creativity, something interesting is created that wasn't there before. Our next game came out of Amnesia Fortnite. It's all about encouraging you to create
Straight into the fire.
and
That was quick.
you create to destroy each other.
What? This sounds weird.
Don't worry, it's easy to make a new pot if you're playing Kiln, our online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
What on earth?
We love to explore new and original ideas here at Double Fine. Alongside last year's Weird But Chill game Keeper, featuring surreal and dreamlike exploration, Kiln is the other side of that coin.
Oh, they made that.
High energy, expressive multiplayer action. You'll get a chance today to see how we're continuing to foster our spirit of creativity with this next game. Derek Brand spearheaded this pitch and is here today to talk about this fully realized Double Fine experience he's leading with his team.
Kiln is a multiplayer party brawler and is just as much about the act of trading with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction. We built this game to respond to your creative design choices, as well as your relentless cruelty to anthropomorphized clay pots. I've spent my career as a concept artist, focused on coming up with unique environments at Double Fine.
What is going on? Okay. This looks strange.
That included not just the cathartic element of destruction and action, but the equally cathartic act of creation I was familiar with as an artist.
Okay.
On the answer one day, what better solution than a pottery wheel? We wanted to give players the ability to create characters out of any shape and to make sure that what you make has a charming, animated personality. You start off as a little helpless.
What? Okay.
Not capable of much in this state. Thankfully, you are capable of manipulating clay, and a pottery wheel is the perfect place for the creation of a new body.
Okay. This is strange.
Shapes needed to translate into capable fighters. Pots that can compete in challenges in a way that only pots can. Our game mode, Quench, brings all of that together in a 4v4 combat party atmosphere.
It's definitely unique. It's silly unique. It's.
Water into enemy territory.
I wonder how this game will do.
Through the environment with your team's unique creations. Avoid or destroy incoming enemy warriors. And of course, fill your pot up with water to ultimately douse the enemy's kiln and win the game.
Got him once. Now keep.
Okay, that sounds simple enough.
With Kiln, we wanted to give players what we know they've always wanted from Double Fine. A best-in-class pottery sim, of course. With this strange concept came lots of design challenges, though, because it's a game about pots that have to transform into bespoke ceramic warriors.
Yeah, I think it's definitely. I think all the games come into Game Pass. This is definitely one
And a loadout system all
to throw on that.
making the full experience approachable for anyone, not just pottery masters. After many iterations balancing simulation with arcade-like simplicity, we landed on a design that lets you feel like a master potter who can easily make any pottery shape you could dream up, even if you've never seen a potter's wheel. It's weirdly satisfying. We've carefully married the clay technology with the behavior of the sculpting tools and controls to make sure anyone can pick it up in seconds. Refine it with sponges, shapers, and straight edge tools to get specific and make it yours. As you sculpt, you'll notice the game recognizing the different shapes you've made. It'll automatically detect when you're shaping things like cups, vases, bowls, and many more.
So that means we had to ask ourselves, if I was a vase, and this vase that I just made was now my body, what can I, as a vase, do?
Yeah.
Every pot in Kiln needs to have a core set of moves fit for a warrior. To run, jump, attack, and roll. They also must have moves fit for a pot to fill up with water and then splash that water out. Each shape has its own unique way of performing these moves. And because your shape matters, the animation team has taken on the challenge of bringing those different pot shapes to life in surprising ways. In addition to these core moves, each shape also has its own special attack, which we push to be the most fun and over-the-top moments in the game. Cups popping popcorn, bottles turning into swords, jugs blaring like megaphones, plates flinging pies. Everyone's shape is doing something different and exciting.
As you fight over the water on the battlefield and try to extinguish your opponent's kiln, you'll have to pay attention to each map's unique nuances. Our mantra of shape matters carries over into our maps. We specifically designed our maps to integrate with how you choose to play and what pot you choose.
This is very unique. I've never seen anything like this.
Certain size pots and pathways that are only traversable with certain shapes.
It's very...
Fight on fractured, floating pieces of ancient history, like an ancient Greek nightclub fit for Dionysus. It's even got a dance floor. Navigate Athena's giant strategic war map. Inflating sponge warriors with water to rearrange the battlefield to your advantage. Fight in the Egyptian god Set's dingy punk venue, complete with a mosh pit where only one pot can emerge unbroken.
Leverage your unique creations. Everything from your size, your capacity to carry water, your speed to cross the battlefield, and other choices you can make will define how you want to approach your playstyle. Do you want a team full of large cups, maximizing your dousing potential?
Go back down, baby!
Or a team of tiny ninja saucers ready to quickly smash up anything that gets in their way?
Ninja saucers, okay.
You've discovered that balances power and splashability. If you're skilled enough to end up at the enemy kiln with lots of water, you can unleash a powerful super splash ability that does tons of damage and makes the kiln vulnerable to further attacks, letting you and your team dunk on the enemy kiln to either win big or turn the tide and make a comeback.
And that is how it's done.
At the end of a round, the cycle of creation and destruction loops around again, and now you're back in the wedge, a multiplayer lobby where you can hang at the wheel and make something cool with your friends. You've just earned XP points and chips from battle. Now you can load up on art supplies and expand your pot-making options.
I think of the game being so much about the fighting, but when people play it, they just want to create all day long.
Our decoration system was designed to support your creativity. As we did with the design of the sculpting process, we looked to the pottery studio for inspiration. We found ways to translate the experience of adding spouts, lids, and handles, as well as glazing to kiln. Every design choice we made ultimately serves the goal of enabling a near infinite range of possibilities. We can't wait to see what your favorite designs are.
It's all about my pizza party themed small jug. It becomes a drill that can dive under enemies, and it pops up with a special delivery of destruction.
I love a medium jug, a simple handle, a 2-layer water
Want to?
glaze, and I'm ready to
Oh, I thought my microphone broke then. I just... This is very weird.
Has a UFO-like animation, and it's great for team defense. And
I wonder if it's like really fun to play, like good feedback or something.
It's perfect for sneaking past enemies. Plus, the team special is so cute.
Oh no.
One of my favorite warrior pots has to be the medium base. It's decently fast for invading enemy players in matches. The decorations really make it shine. A curved elbow spout, Cupid's handle, some spiked charms with a rainbow glaze, and one butt sticker. You can't go wrong.
Okay. Oh dear.
Use the absolute most material possible to make the biggest pots possible. I call it tiny.
Of course.
Whichever pot you decide to create, whether you're a budding artist or a seasoned gamer, you'll be fulfilling your pottery power fantasies when Kiln launches in spring 2026 on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like a party game in it. Play with your friends and stuff.
New activities and game modes, and much more. Creating is more fun together. and we'd love your help sculpting this experience. Be on the lookout to throw down with fellow Double Fine fans and join the Double Fine Action Insiders for an even earlier look and a chance to play in our closed beta very soon.
You want me to say it 5 times? That's mean. Am I supposed to? Okay. This game is called Kiln, an online multiplayer party brawler, online multiplayer party brawler. I'll never do it twice. Okay, I can do it again. Online multiplayer party brawler. It's getting better. Online multiplayer party brawler.
Spring, okay. Right, what are you going to show us next? Fable? Yay. Let's see this. Oh, I'm ready.
Hi, welcome to Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive into a game.
That was the chicken over.
Really long time.
Really long time. That sounded tired.
Playground Games is renowned.
Yeah, here we go.
Immersive and visually stunning open world experiences. Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years, we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre that we are incredibly passionate about. Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new beginning, I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love.
Ah, it's a hub.
At the heart of our game is a simple, recurring question. What does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices and their consequences.
Yeah.
With action, drama, British humour, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
You want to see some?
Classic Fable fashion.
Ah, more talking heads.
As a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill.
Okay, Briar Hill.
In a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to
not Granny. God damn it!
Alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure, which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests.
Oh, wow.
Bustling villages, sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches.
Okay.
Stunning vistas.
Well, it looks nice.
Albion is truly open world. For the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the Old Clock Tower, and the legendary Heroes Guild.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts. Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals.
I like everyone running around it.
As you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild.
Yeah, I don't know what's needed in it.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines.
Oh, that's cool.
Marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone.
Bloodstone?
You'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs vying for power and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is beautiful, handcrafted, and richly detailed.
In Albion, heroes are special, different. They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness...
Yeah, I wonder about Oakvale.
They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So,
Oh.
Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars.
Nice.
The hero you play represents you.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities gives style-weaving combat.
Okay, interesting.
Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike. Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers. Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
Oh, crossbow. Nice.
Excited to be bringing back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight.
This looks nice.
Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
Hey, it's got the sword spell.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting, so much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion, and the things you can do with them, or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game, where you could just mess around with the villages and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job, some money.
Okay.
Being a villager, getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
Okay.
Buying another house. Buying every house.
Fable 4 Attack on Chicken, yeah.
Buying every business in Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people, having a bunch more kids, probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
Game within a game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
They'll get up, go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard?
How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
And all of the stuff you do affects what they think of you.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too. But we have a slightly different take on it.
Oh, the FPS there. Ugh.
For us,
Chicken chaser.
Isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas. And importantly, morality is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works.
That was expensive.
Everything you do earns you a reputation. And
Rich Tiger.
Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember directly to them. They'll
Rich twat, it said.
for the choices you make.
Nice.
They will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Imbecile.
Your reputation is created by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game. We call this idea, your choices change the world. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
And
Oh, wow.
It's going to affect house prices. It will also affect what a lot of the villagers think about you.
Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you? At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes, they've typically involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026. From all of us here, thanks for watching.
Autumn. I think I said that. I think that's more or less it. What do you think about that? I needed to see more,
It's a multiplayer party brawler that is just
but it looks like there's a lot of stuff about Fable to go into there. Not enough gameplay though.
Been so excited for this location. Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。
You can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Yeah, I would have liked a bit more gameplay. Well, that's everything then. How's the kill part? Should we rewatch that a little bit? As it kind of just over us right quickly.
Hi, welcome to Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive into a game we've been making here.
Yeah, the FPS looked really low, like sub 30. Yeah, I mean, if it's not, that's just my main concern. That looks like a lot of NPCs, a lot of processing there. Hopefully they can it just looked like there was still a lot of work to do for an autumn release. So it's it'll be interesting if it makes that. It just looked very jaggedy. I don't know. When I was looking at it, I was like, why am I'm looking at this and I'm seeing like it's looking AI generated a little bit, like how the image was. I don't know. Well, my brain just went there for a bit. I'm pretty sure they've all been made by people and stuff, but it's just like, is this real? This looks real. Hopefully it's real. I mean, of course it is. They're just showing us they can't like advertise a game that's not real. It's
really
let's keep looking.
Fable.
I am glad that it's a character creator with heads and stuff.
Playground Games is renowned for fun, immersive, and visually.
No, Bethesda hasn't made anything good in a while, so.
2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here.
Let's have another look at it.
A charming little town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years, we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre that we are incredibly passionate about.
I do think the UI still needs working on.
Open world action RPG. And we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios.
I just hope they're scheduled all right. Hopefully a September release, autumn, you know.
To the spirit of the classic
or October. Gotta avoid November.
At the heart of our game is a simple recurring question. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, it just looked like it's been altered somehow. Just looks strange.
It's packed with action, drama, British humour, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy.
They're really pushing the chicken angle. I've got to have a look at this in detail tomorrow.
Growing up in the
might take a little while to put it all together. Like here, it just looks. Maybe it's the camera angle.
Your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people.
A lot of NPCs.
Including your beloved grandma are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger.
I can't believe they got grandma.
Alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure, which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out
They hate chickens, don't they?
because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests, bustling villages, sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches, and stunning vistas.
Looks cool.
Albion is truly open world. For the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly.
Rip Nan, yeah.
To go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the Old Clock Tower, and the legendary Heroes Guild.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts. Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game, as you discover the secrets of
That looks cool. I like the look of that.
reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
Oh, so Humphrey's the guildmaster.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power, and uncover the secrets of...
Yeah, now you say, it seems like you know how Bethesda show off their games in a certain way and they're all like talky and stuff? It's very like that, isn't it?
Handcrafted and richly detailed.
Yeah, hopefully they do a deep dive in the summer with better FPS and a better map. Looks weird.
They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars, so the hero you play represents you.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy.
Dual wielding. Well, this looks pretty interesting.
Skill and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities gives us style-weaving combat. Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike. Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers. Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan-favorite adversaries for you to fight.
All right, they're cool.
Colorful and trolls.
And we're adding brand new enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice.
Ah, I knew it was called a cockatrice.
Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
It might be, yeah. This one might be a clown.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion.
That's where you might grow up.
When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion, and the things you can do with them, or to them.
Yeah, that's what's annoying me, is that they're not like showing, they're telling, and you know, they needed to come out a little bit stronger here.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of...
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I don't see any demons or, I mean, like devil horns or anything, or morality. They're just people think you're idiot.
Getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
I remember Mass Effect Andromeda's speech.
Every house in Albion. Buying every business in Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people.
Like, it didn't show that you can adjust the rent or not.
Probably good.
Just you bought it and that was it, and then that's your income.
Within the game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality.
Yeah, it's like this part here that looked a bit weird to me.
And just watch them live their life.
They'll get up, go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working.
Yeah, Fable. Well,
them to work in one of your
it's called Fable, so it's a reimagined Fable, isn't it? So I think it's like reset the universe, maybe.
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own, because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street, because you evicted them.
All right?
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
And all of the stuff you do affects what they think of you.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too. But we have a slightly different take on it.
So there is morality, but they've got a different take.
Morality isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas.
Okay, grey. I didn't want grey.
Morality is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do earns you a reputation. And every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to them, they'll love you or hate you for the choices you make, and they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Imbecile.
Your reputation is created by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of...
Yeah, I hope none of that either.
We call this idea, your choices change the world. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
And that is going to affect house prices. It will also affect what a lot of the villagers think about you.
Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree.
That was all very quick, wasn't it?
Open world experiences. Yes, they've typically involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much...
Yeah, they showed us not much, actually, looking at it, but like important systems that I thought would be there, like the buying, renting out places. I do hope they're like, yeah, you can actually buy out, you know, you can rent out places. So if you buy everywhere, you can rent it out and stuff and make a bajillion money. I mean, that person had like almost £1 billion. Yeah, I do think we need to wait for more gameplay. I just think they came out quite confident on like the social medias and stuff. I feel like they should have shown off more.
Welcome to Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive into a game we've been making here for a really, really long time.
It's like, can you purchase armors and stuff? Yeah, same. I just want to, like you say, escape from the preaching and all that stuff.
World experiences. Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have...
I'm surprised we didn't get the character running through like big places and stuff. The camera's very close in on there.
Incredibly passionate about.
Fable
is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios.
That's where my alarm bells are ringing. They felt like that's how they presented Starfield. Now, it's interesting to see that NPCs actually have a schedule by the looks of it. So they'll go to work, finish work, go to bed, have food and stuff, which Starfield was missing, which is good.
To be a hero. Our game is about choices and their consequences.
I think we're just lacking a lot of the story.
British humour, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
Yeah.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill. It's here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger.
A mysterious stranger.
You'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment, because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests,
It looks cool, but I can't see any
Sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches.
like unique points on the. Like you got a
Because our Albion is
windmill.
for the first time
Nothing else comes to mind.
world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the old clock tower, and the legendary hero.
Yeah, it's a bit concerning. I think.
Rich and poor, noble.
Oh, I got a lot of thoughts that I just need to write down somewhere
You'll spend plenty of time here during
and see.
as you discover the
See what we can see. I like the look of this.
reclusive guildmaster Humphrey the Golden.
If we can explore it and stuff, that might be the thing.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival.
But I also kind of like felt a bit of
Cover the secrets of the
Avowed in the way it was presented,
of shadows.
how it looks,
Our Albion.
and I don't really like Avowed. But hopefully the animations and the third person's combat and stuff is a little bit better than Avowed in the third person.
Special. Different. They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic, more important.
Yeah, it looks intriguing. Don't get me wrong, it really does. I'm like, I wanted to see more, and I think a lot of people will be saying, "Hey, why didn't we see enough?"
You want to be.
But it looks like generally there's a lot of optimization that needs to be implemented, like maybe DLSS and all that stuff. And
Customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars, so the hero you play represents you.
But as well as your appearance,
yeah,
be the hero
it's
you
like
want to be through the way you
I really don't want it to look like Avowed.
and through the weapons you use.
Here it looks all right. It's like zoomed out a little bit. That enemy is coming to charge you in the back whilst we're attacking him.
Seamlessly blending
I just turned him into chicken.
abilities.
So it looks like, so that can turn into chickens. That looks like it's like a force push or something. That's like a big fire blast, I think. And that's your bow, I think. No, it's not a bow. It's like a feather. Yeah, I think you hold RT, then probably press. I don't know. What are these little markers? Is that your armor and that's your health?
Style weaving combat. Allowing you to show off
Yeah, imagine the map is absolutely massive.
against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike. Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat.
And
Light and heavy combat.
so it also kind of looks like how the outfits work is that they're full body outfits. They're not like, oh, you can equip trousers, boots, and mix and match by the looks of it. There's probably no dye system either. Yeah, because the fire emblem was the single hand. So imagine the big fire icon over here is like a big one. That is fire, right? It might be plant roots or something.
The weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities gives us style weaving combat. Allowing you to show off your personal...
That's interesting. Looks funny. I like the skeletons.
Single opponents and large groups of enemies alike.
Why is the archer just standing there like a lemon?
Melee is at
It should be shooting you.
You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers. Swap to your ranged...
This thing looks interesting. Looks weird.
troublesome flying
It like spots you, will it summon? Is it like spawning undead or something?
Unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight. Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
I definitely like that bow.
Brand new enemies too, like this.
It looks really cool.
A giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
I like that sword thing. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any co-op. I think it's like single player now.
When we talk to people about their favorite memories,
I hope Lady Grey returns. That's funny.
about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero.
Who knows?
All everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion, and the things you can do with them, or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game, where you could just mess around with the villagers and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
Romancing a villager.
That looks interesting. Like, it's a little bit more than Fable 2's jobs and stuff.
You can get to know me
I've been a blacksmith.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion. Buying every business in Albion. Getting rich.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a pure solo one.
More kids. Probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
I wonder how the armors work.
The game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this,
Environments, I gotta say, look absolutely great.
who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
They'll get up, go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard? How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed.
Right, so Zara the Butcher, a kind-hearted commoner, likes you because you hired them. They appreciate the opportunity. Okay, so what do we have? More info, so we can find out more stuff. What does that mean? Looks like an apple in a bag. I don't know what the icon could mean. Yeah, you can have kids apparently and stuff like that. I'd like the system to be more advanced. Like, these kids can grow up and be like a hero like you or something, or you can... I don't know. I think that would require you getting older at the same time, and it doesn't seem to have any character morphing. Like, if you bought stuff into strength, you get more strength. So look at the icons. So you got like bookmark. I don't know what a bookmark means. You can bookmark the Zara the Butcher. These are, so it's like got a, I imagine the love heart is here, romancum. The bag looks like it could be pack your bags, get out. The footsteps, I'm not too sure. Maybe you follow him. The gift is giving him a gift. I have no idea what that... Oh, and imagine that looks like two hands with a coin. So maybe you give him some coin. I think it's two hands holding a coin. It's something. We'll find out.
They sleep in is
Keep an eye on those, see if they change with other NPC interactions.
Maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you.
All right.
Awful.
And all of
You could try and romance him. So that little... Oh, that icon was browse the wares. That's what it was. The first one was look at the wares, romance him. Is it? What is it? It's a bag. Looks like a bag. Like pack your bags, get out. Thinks you're heartless.
the stuff you do affects what they think of you.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super important to Fable.
So this looks interesting. I need to do put it on slow mo and have a look at every sort of small detail to see if we can leave anything. It's looking interesting. Is there anything more?
Tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games.
I reckon they started basic development of this around the same time as Forza Horizon 4. A lot of the environments look similar to Forza Horizon 4, could have been sort of testing the playground for the UK. So, yeah, maybe. You see, the environments look like that, huh? Okay.
And morality is central to our game too, but we have a slightly different take on it.
So it looks like that can be purchased. I don't see anything else.
For us, morality
Yeah, you can purchase that over there. I think you can purchase every place then. That's pretty cool.
isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas. And important.
What does it mean, your morality is a chicken chaser? Do you just get the title? Or something?
Importantly, morality is subjective.
So what does this look like? So business. So this is a business. Dartmoor's fancy toys for fancy. That's funny. Income 58,500. So is it the same as like you get a certain amount of money every hour? Jesus, purchase price 850,000. This economy is crazy. Because we have almost 1 million. I say we, this character. It's interesting. So that's what it looks like when you buy a business.
The same way. And that's how it works in our game.
Then it cuts before you can see if you have the option. Yeah, you can interact with it again. So your tycoon. Okay. Because it says owned and you can interact with it again. So hopefully you can adjust the prices and stuff.
And every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They really need to work on the facial rigging and animation. That's the issue with being realistic, isn't it? You can get away with it when it's like a caricature and all that stuff. But when it's like realistic, it's difficult. Yeah, so you can romance, maybe get him to follow, give him a gift. It's like a C? I think that's like give gold or something. It's just, we're not seeing an expression wheel either. Which is a little bit annoying.
Remember things you did directly to them. They'll love you or hate you for the choices you make, and they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Loudly. So this looks like, that's a guild symbol there, so what's that about? I'm sorry, Oreo. Oreo. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to be realistic, but at the same time, I think the more I look at it, the more I will like it. But yeah, avowed graphics. It annoys me. I tried playing it, and I just couldn't. Hey, also the map looks a little bit more detailed. The mini map. It needs more of more tweaking. But yeah, the graphics and the choppiness of the graphics. I don't know, I do like realism, because for my Gears of Wars and all that stuff and Skyrim and stuff, it's like kind of looks realistic and stuff. But I think this might be a little bit too much to the realism. And it might sacrifice performance a little bit too much. And you kind of want performance when you like battling monsters and all that stuff. And when you're walking around a village, it might be unimmersive when it's a bit too choppy. I wonder how they're going to optimize it. I really do wonder. Because this is going to take up a hell of a lot of CPU stuff when there's like keeping track of how characters like you and opinion and stuff about you. This is very, very interesting to see how they're doing. Because Fable, I remember Fable 2 really not running well. But that's really old hardware. But it's, yeah, I mean, the more I look at it, the more I'm interested in it. Just hope that have like, you know, plenty of armors and stuff, and outfits and all that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. The hardware, I feel like might not handle this very well. I mean, you might have to get like, will the PlayStation 5 hold it? Will the Xbox hold it decent enough? Will it be Fable but at 30 FPS throughout it, which isn't really great? A lot of people expect 60 FPS games now. And with PC, you know, you can unlock the frame rate and all that stuff so you can have whatever you want. But yeah, it's quite, it looks very heavy intensive. Like you got these nice shadows. The ground looks really good and stuff like that. You got the characters over here, a whole lot of clutter to render in and stuff. So hopefully, I think with optimization and gaming, you've got to keep it in mind all the way through the process. Oh, when I said about the guild seal, that the guild seal's on the sword, I thought it was on the basket. But yeah, it's got to keep an optimization in mind throughout the development, or you know, it's a hell of a big monster to tackle at the end, from what I've heard. I like how they're all wearing kind of different outfits now, because in the previous trailers they were all more or less wearing the same thing.
Reputation is created by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game. We call this idea, your choices change the world. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth.
I feel like it will play like the Oblivion remaster. I'm on Xbox Series S, and the frames were not good. Yeah, that's from what I'm looking at. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to. I mean, the FPS looked like it was 20 FPS kind of thing. Really? I mean, it was like maybe 25 to 30. It looked immensely choppy. But which is strange because it was compared to the trailers. The trailers looked very not choppy. So I don't know how you got from there to this. I guess they've just added more stuff and more systems and yada yada yada. They just need to figure out how to optimize it now. So yeah.
He accidentally turns himself into a giant.
So yeah, this Dave character's a giant actually. I don't know. Is it? But also, like from the trailer, it's a little bit of a downgrade maybe when it comes to his face. Just looks different.
It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
And
that's pretty insane, though.
It will also affect.
It'll affect house prices. So what you do to the world will affect businesses and house prices and stuff. That would be. That's an interesting thing. Like, that makes me think about the concept art that we've seen over the past couple of days and how you saw like a nice cottage place and then next it was like all flooded out and all terrible. Reminds me of the, what's it called? The Not Hill DLC, where you could change the environment in a way, make it snowy, make it rainy, and all that stuff. Maybe it has seasons, but they didn't say anything about that.
A lot of the villagers think about you.
Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make.
Dave has a sister.
What does being a hero mean to you?
At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree for beautiful.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes. Like not 2 minutes. How long is it?
Fable. The first Playground Games is renowned for fun, immersive.
Yeah, because if you look at the screen, it looks very choppy there. I wonder how. Oh no, not the kiln dude.
Visually stunning.
What's this for? Is this like a, you know, like the animations in the previous one? Yeah, that would be, I mean, again, like with this passage of time, it needs to sort of affect your character, because it's always affected your character in some way in Fable, hasn't it? Like, you level up and it adds a few years onto your life, or you change and morph and stuff to make it look like time's passing and stuff. And then your hair goes white, your skin gets a bit wrinkly and stuff like that. And if the environment changes and the character doesn't, I don't know if there's going to be a disconnect there. Although, you know, still happy there's a character creator. I think there's, you know, there's like little animations in the, in like Fable 2, when you like get married and stuff. This might be like after certain quests and you make certain decisions.
Open world experiences. Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years, we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre that we are incredibly passionate about. Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new beginning, I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love. At the heart of
That's a new power too, the chicken one.
what does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices and their consequences. It's packed with action, drama, British humour, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child. Growing up in the sleepy rural...
I'm still optimistic, cautiously optimistic about the game.
Extreme danger.
I think it'll be very interesting, and I wonder how it's gonna go.
Albion's first hero.
I'm glad we got a character creator. I think that's great.
Afterwards, disaster strikes.
I think a lot of people just want to see more.
Including your beloved grandma are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger. Suddenly alone in the world.
Who's this mysterious stranger?
An adventure, which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills.
Like that looks really cool. Something over here. A little tower over here. Something down there. As long as there's like point of interest, like, you know, if they've made like car games and stuff in the past, there's got to be like point of interest to see, as they demonstrated all that stuff in the Forza Horizon thing. So they're definitely going to be planting stuff around here.
Magical forests.
Like, something just like, it makes you want a Morrowind remaster with all the mushrooms. Which just looks pretty cool.
Bustling villages.
This looks cool. See, they've definitely improved the NPCs from the first trailers we've seen. Like, this one has blue hair. But all the outfits are not just all the same, you know, anymore, which is cool. Pig. Like people are allowed to have concerns and stuff. They're not crying over it, but they're just like, we all have a specific thing in mind, and it's hard to make something that is new, that is being beloved by so many people. And that's the tricky part of making like a not a reimagining of someone's childhood treasured game. So of course people are going to be like, oh, I wish it was more this way or that way and stuff. So it's definitely going to be interesting how it's received. Right now, I'm glad because there's no other game that kind of like has you can buy businesses and homes and stuff and then rent it out, then earn all this money, go on adventures, buy better weapons and equipment. I just hope they have that system of, yeah, you can buy outfits and equipment that improves and stuff. It's interesting. Is anyone getting the feeling of like maybe it'll play like it won't play like God of War, but it might do. I don't know if you're trying to express it in a certain way, but it's definitely it's interesting. I wonder how we'll get equipment and stuff. Will we get like equipment through discovery? Yeah, I mean, like I said, the identity seems to be there. They've taken they did say they have the core elements of Fable, which is the adventuring, the the tycoon element of buying businesses and stuff like that, and it will have a story. So it's like, I think it'll be interesting. I think a lot of people are gonna not like the diversity of Bowerstone with all the people in it, but I don't particularly care about that. It's like Bowerstone. It's like the capital kind of place. It always felt like the center of the world. Bowerstone, Albion kind of thing. The Fairfax Castle. So there's always going to be interesting looking people all around. And then you expect like if you go out to the farmlands and stuff, the farmers to look like farmers and stuff. The shepherds to look like shepherds. The people in Oakvale to look like Oakvale people in how they dress and stuff. And they did say they have, schedules and stuff, which is good because, it adds a little bit more immersion and, a bit of realism to the game. Like when I think of Bethesda games, they used to have that, like Skyrim and stuff, and then they left that with Starfield. The shops never closed. Yeah. Yeah, I personally think this game was meant to be a fixed sort of character. Because they didn't really show that character. They only showed the back of their head from the character sort of they put in already, if you know what I mean. Which is interesting. So they've only and then they kind of like when there's a male protagonist, female protagonist, and now you could actually character customization. And that was the biggest thing everyone was asking for in every comment. And they've done that. So good on for them for doing that. Yeah, I'm doubting that they wouldn't, I don't think it's going to be a co-op kind of game. Now, when I think of playing Fable, I did not play co-op at all. With any, and I had a few siblings, but they were younger than me. So that's probably why. So I'm just thinking like, yeah. But then again, what they showed us seems to be the beginning of the game, because they said about Dave the Giant, so maybe you haven't made enough moral choices and stuff to affect your appearance and stuff. I do hope they have that, because that is a core kind of thing if you think about it too. It's from the first one, the second one, and the third one. So it's like, they've included everything else. Why not go that step? Just that one more step. All you need to do is put some horns on, make the skin paler, make the eyes red, and then for the, make the skin like putrid kind of thing if you do horrible things all the time. But then again, that kind of thing, it works with the caricature, doesn't it? With the caricature, kind of style and art. But they've gone like full realism. So they're going, well, why would you suddenly sprout horns and stuff? So I'm intrigued to see if they're going to include any of that stuff. Yeah. Every place should look quite unique. The place, I don't mind, like you say, the characters, as long as like Bloodstone, because if you think about like Fable 2 and stuff, the people in Bloodstone looked significantly different from Bowerstone. As long as you have that different kind of thing, I think that'll work. It literally just changing outfits and making them more. I'm pretty sure the people in Bowerstone were like all caught up and stuff.
Oversized vegetable patches.
What's that say? I don't know what that says. It says free zone. Oh dear.
And stunning vistas. And because our Albion is...
It looks nice.
For the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the old clock tower.
I imagine Bowerstone is going to be the biggest place.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts, rich and poor.
Yeah, so got like, I imagine that's a statue of Humphrey, right? Yeah, if they all look different and stuff at different places and like I said, if farmers dress like farmers and people in Bloodstone dress like people from Bloodstone, it creates that's more real. It's more realistic because people from different places, I mean, like in the past and stuff, they dress different certain ways. So if you're in Fairfax Garden and stuff like that, you're going to see all these well-dressed people and stuff. So it helps. It's really good world building.
Nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend
like this. Yeah, this is a path here. You get to look at that. That looks really cool.
plenty of time here during the game, as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
So it says you're the first hero in a generation. Seems very empty. The guild. So he's probably going to, as you do quests and earn more. Oh, how does renown work? Is that still a thing? I don't think they mentioned it.
In the north of Albion, you'll find...
And that sword is probably the first sword they're giving you. They're like, oh, you have... you cast spells and stuff. And they're like, holy crap, this is a hero. Take it to the guild.
And mountains, craggy coastline.
Like, the hell's that? Like a massive statue. Looks pretty cool.
Spooky marshes. And the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here you'll meet the...
Like, Bloodstone does look very different from the other place.
Cover the secrets of the sinister, but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is...
Cult of Shadows. Cool. Yeah, renown might be merged with the moral system. Yeah, probably. As you do things people like you in that kind of area. So imagine it might be if you do quests in Bowerstone and it's a good outcome, you'll get like positive stuff. I do wonder if you can adjust prices and stuff. So it's like in Fable 2, when it's like, oh, you charge less for this stuff. And what would that do to an economy? It's very interesting and you know, what do you call it? The potential is here. I just hope they go through with it.
Handcrafted and richly detailed.
Like the FPS there is really low. The Dark Brotherhood, yeah, the the Brotherhood of the Shadows. What did he call them?
Albion's iconic.
You'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes,
So potentially Wraith Marsh.
and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone.
Like it looks more pointy architecture and stuff than the other places, which is nice. Dark Brotherhood. That's pretty funny, that is.
Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power, and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows.
Okay, so there's two gangs. They're not being named. There's a Cult of Shadows. Is that going to be like the Shadow Court in Fable 2, where Reaver... Heroes Guild is the Fighters Guild. We'll have a Mage Guild too. Don't know where that'll be though.
Our Albion is...
Look how slow it looked on that screen there. Oh, no.
Reclusive Guildmaster.
Oh god, I've gone way too far. Oh jeez, what have I done? Get back over there.
Secrets of the
They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic.
vying for power, and uncover the secrets of the sinister.
In Albion, heroes are...
That's probably got to be with your morality though. The Shadow, whatever. Cult of the Shadow.
More charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars.
The chicken outfit. Alright, I just need to nip the loo a second. Give me a sec. Your FPS lowers if you're evil. Yes. So we got outfits. The only show is
they're more skillful.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing.
Hello.
Skin tone, tattoos, and scars.
Customize your clothing. I was going to see if there's any.
They're more the power to do what they want.
And so do you.
Does it look separate?
We want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads.
So that's the male outfit and the female outfit hero.
And customize your clothing.
And that's a full binary outfit.
Skin tone, tattoos, and scars.
Just how the chicken. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm looking through the Fable stuff and seeing what I can get. Just jotting down some ideas. Kind of putting together what I think of this Fable right now.
So the hero you play represents you.
I think they're all outfits because everything sort of changes at once. Yeah, I imagine they're probably going to tie that in, or you can purchase it from somewhere, or earn it through a quest. I'm glad you're doing good, Maddie. Fable 4, Rise of the Chickens. They mention chickens so many times. I remember kicking chickens a few times, and then never did it after.
But as well as your appearance,
it's an interesting
you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities gives us style-weaving combat, allowing you to show off your personal play.
I like this area. Oh, are you playing on PC? Yeah, I'll probably be on PC playing Fable. I just need to see more of it. It's looking interesting. I definitely want to see more of it. That's what it's made me be like, okay, this is an actual game. There's interesting, has the core elements and stuff like that there. It's, it's potential. Potential is here.
Against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike.
I like these, like, oh wow.
Is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light.
So there's a chest there you probably pick up and loot and stuff. So hopefully as you go through dungeons, you can loot a few things. I imagine that's how it's going to be giving things out, actually. Oh, I don't know how much this game will be. It'll probably be like how games are usually like £70 or on Game Pass. Probably. This is... Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we saw like concept art of the chests. So imagine that would be lootable.
And heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers. Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful...
So it looked like you had...
alike.
4 arrows. Can only fire 4 at a time.
Of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish...
I guess I like the reactions of the enemy, I guess. The light ones don't really touch it, but the heavy ones do.
Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying.
That is a weird looking enemy.
And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight.
Was that friendly fire on the hob?
You'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hobbs are back.
Oh, so I'm all good. I've actually changed up my stuff recently, so I don't need any more stuff.
As our battle rings, hollow folk, and
This does look like an armor thing. Maybe as you level up your hero, you gain more armor thingies, and then this is your health.
controls.
And we're adding brand new enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome.
I reckon the foggy environment is near Bowerstone. I imagine so, because if I remember correctly from like Fable 2, Bloodstone, sorry. Bloodstone had Wraith Marsh on all sides apart from the ocean. It was more of a port city. And that's why they're like pirate kind of themed, because they had that one. This game does look pretty cool. Actually, thinking, the more I look at it, the more I'm like easing into it a bit more.
All the unique tools in your combat toolbox.
Now the sword does seem to stay the same and everything.
Is up to you.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting, so much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The
So this is a guard.
normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion, and the things you can do with them, or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling
Yeah, I'm going to be watching this trailer about 50 times.
where you could just mess around with the villagers and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job.
Let's have a look. What does this mean? There's a timer on it. Is that how long you got to do this? So go and earn 10. I do like the job system. I wonder if there's more jobs than just blacksmithing, like pouring pints, baking, pies, playing the lute. I think the male walk looks a little bit different. We'll have to check that out. Perfect. Oh, then you get it 2 times, like in Fable 2 and 3. This is interesting. So you pull it and then you need to, is it like, oh, you're trying to focus and you whack it there and then you whack it.
Romancing
And it's got a timer on it.
sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you
That's getting a job, making some money.
romancing a village.
It's going to take years. Yeah, I probably bounty hunting monsters. And yeah, I've seen like little not billboards, what do you call them? Like boards in the game. Pretty sure it's like been in the trailers and stuff. I would love to own like the pub. Hopefully there's a little bit more interaction. They seem to be showcasing interactions a little bit more, making it like person to person kind of thing, like Fable 3, which I didn't particularly like, but it looks a bit better here. Although no expressions we've seen, but we'll see how it is. Looking at it a bit more, the jobs are way more interactive. Hopefully there's other interactions and stuff like that. Yeah, but the bounty hunting, if you could like I hope it's not like randomly generated or anything. That there's like some story, like you know, like the Witcher bounties and stuff, the Witcher contracts. That was pretty cool.
Getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know me.
What button did he press there?
Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
Romancing a villager, getting married, having kids.
There's a heart one. Yeah, she's a baker. A charitable commoner. How do you say that name? Rosamund? I'm thinking about it. There was definitely once blood in the OG Fables and stuff. I thought it was M rated, wasn't it? Or is it 6? Pretty sure it's M rated because you can do the fighting and killing and stuff. I think you have to be sort of M rated if you have that kind of stuff in, right? And if it also has swearing in it, so it's like thinks you're a rich twat. You know, you can't have that in a children's game. What are your thoughts on No Blood? Hopefully it's something they can add in a bit, because it did look like, where is it? You know, please, it makes it more immersive. The Witcher didn't shy away from it, so why should these guys? So yeah, let me. They think you are caring, so it's got like a heart emoji and then a heart to bed. What? Okay, you can just press these buttons and you'll get married, you can have a kid, you can go home, you can go to bed, and then you can go on a date. That's interesting. So you can take them somewhere. Maybe like to your local tavern. Yeah, it's I wonder how they're doing it. You say it like that with different accents through the region and stuff. I'm trying to think back to Fable 2 and 3 and stuff. I don't think they all had like particularly accents and stuff. Yeah, they really should just, I'm pretty sure like in Fable 1, the Fable Anniversary Edition anyway, when you can fight a bandit and you can chop off the red and it like twizzles in the air as the body falls. You're just like, damn. Yeah, the Spark stuff. Maybe it was because it's Xbox Direct. There might be, kids watching. Maybe they kept it a bit, PG. And that's the thing from Avowed I didn't like. It didn't felt a bit floaty, but this feels a little bit more impactful with your heavy attacks anyway. Avowed felt like an MMORPG kind of thing, a third person anyway. It might have felt better in first person, but I like third person experiences. Anyway, where were we?
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
Dating gift. All. Wild flower bouquet. Wild and romantic with a hint of untamed forest. Dating gift. So is it like... What does this mean? Dating gift. So you give her a gift and then you take her on a date? Or is this the whole thing? I wonder if there's a little bit more to it.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion.
So imagine this means a 2-bed kind of thing, right? You can have up to 4 people living in it.
Buying every business in Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more.
cool that you can have kids. The inside of the houses look really detailed. I wonder if it's like a loading screen now, because you can't just have this amount of detail into a house. Yeah, it might be rated T. Or I really don't know. We'll have to find out soon. Yeah, I'm just. I've said like if they have routines and they walk around the village and stuff like that, and you can interact with everyone and stuff to a certain degree, I think it will be a step above Avowed, and it might be on like a Skyrim level, maybe even more. You two have a good evening, you. Oreo Gaming. I want to say Oreo for some reason, but I don't think that's how you say it. Anyway, yeah, thank you for stopping by and commenting and stuff like that. Really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next stream when there's more Fable stuff.
People having a bunch more.
Like playing with toys and stuff. That was pretty cool. Got a bedroom over there and
More kids. Probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
And this game within a game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
so I don't know why they're just standing there though. Now she looks like she's looking at. He's probably admiring her, and they're going about the business.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion.
Oh, that's a guard, I think.
The living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality.
See, that's good. They're having a daily routine that they do stuff. They go to if they go to work and stuff, because you can hire people. You know, it might be if they really made the world feel alive like it did in like Fable 2 and stuff like that, and Fable 3. Well, Fable, they're old games, so I'm trying to compare them to like things now. Closest one is The Witcher 3 felt kind of real. Not kind of, I mean, it's a game, but you know what I mean, like immersive and stuff. People were doing things. Oh yeah, let's check out this walk.
It revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit feminine, isn't it? Hopefully you can change that in your so it might be like, you know, in Starfield you have 2 sets of walking cycles. You have like the masculine walk and then the female walk. Hopefully you can have that. This dude's shaking his hips a bit too much as he walks.
A daily routine and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
So we've got a town crier.
They'll get up, go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard?
So yeah, she's the butcher, isn't she?
How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed they sleep.
But what interesting things would I get? No. I'll get food, I imagine, from a butcher's, but what does the food do? Did it heal the player in some way?
Sleep in is in a house you own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
And all of the stuff
Oliver the beggar.
you do affects what they think of you.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds.
Now, note the FPS looks a little bit better here.
Builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super
Now that's an era right there.
important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too.
but we have a slightly different take on it.
It's just in Bowerstone where the FPS tanks. stay in Oakvale or wherever that place is.
For us, morality isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas.
So what did that mean?
Games, and morality is central to our game too, but we have a slightly different take on it.
So plus Chicken Chaser.
Morality isn't black and white.
And it comes up with something. Reputation gained, Chicken Chaser, Bowerstone. I'm hoping they don't have the evil devil horns or the halo. Oh, you don't want that. Poor chicken indeed. Like, I've heard, people say like they want the morphing factor, so you have devil horns and a halo and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think I've seen much feedback saying they don't want that. I think you're the first, but maybe, honestly, I would just include everything from the previous Fables and then add toggleable options in the menu. Just have a toggleable option called, morality morph or something like that. I mean, I didn't. It looked all right in Fable 2. Although I played mainly a good guy, so it was just a halo. Whilst if you're a bad guy, you get the massive horns and all that stuff. So,
Lots of grey areas. And importantly, morality is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do.
we've definitely got a map. We've got a bigger map. The mini map I feel like needs a bit more Fable-ism. They needs to look a little bit more Fable-like. I'm noticing every time the heroes run around, there isn't what do you call it, a breadcrumb thing or anything. I don't know if people like that. You would have preferred a map, and I think in the modern day you would prefer a map, to be honest. I wonder if they have that to like guide you to a center place. Holy crap! I've been streaming for 2 hours. Yeah, just having things toggleable and stuff would be pretty cool.
Earns your reputation. And every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things.
Hello there. Yeah, you're rich. Interesting system, like the reputation system. It says rich twat. They think you're a rich twat. And she's a merchant.
Things you did directly to them, they'll love you or hate you for the choices you make, and they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Imbecile.
Yeah, all the characters seem to have a very
Reputation is
feminine walk.
by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game. We call this idea, your choices change the world. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, and
I think they've kind of mixed it together, I think the reputation system and the morality system are sort of like one and the same. Because if this person, imagine, say you like killed someone close to them or something, they're going to think you're a certain way, which would affect their view of morality on you, I guess. Because they said it was more grey. So it's more I imagine it's more individual. So say you had a, this is hypothetical, I don't know if it's actually, say you had a bandit companion, or a bandit saw you kill a villager. Your reputation might be better with the bandits because they're like, hey, he does a lot of banditry.
An egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him.
Oh, don't compare him to Todd. I get worried when he gets compared to Todd Howard.
And that
You have many choices.
it will also affect what a lot of the villagers think about you.
Especially Dave's sister.
Well, it is a bit strange if the only individual who manifests devilish angelic appearance in the world. Yeah, I guess so. But you're a very unique individual. You're the first hero in a generation, you know? And Humphrey he looks well depressed, I'm not gonna lie, in the trailers, sitting there bare-chested in front of the fire. And, so it'll be very unique. I mean, in a world full of cockatrices, hobs and stuff, it can't look that worse, can it? And skeletons walking around at night and stuff like that. Of course, I'd always want toggleable options and stuff. If you don't like it, don't have it on. Because a lot of games are having that kind of like, hey, you can toggle certain things off. Like Avowed had to turn off the godlike facial features and stuff. Because they look freaking weird. Not gonna lie. It's a shame that I couldn't get into that game. I only played an hour though. And I was like, oh, I just can't get over the art style.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree.
So yeah, I think that's where it kind of ends with the footage and stuff. I'm just gonna keep going through it. Have a proper look. Because I've got my notepad here. I'm sort of writing down things that I've seen.
To be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new beginning,
Is that a bowl of tomatoes on?
to the spirit of the
No, it's got to be an apple, right? Just a random bowl of tomatoes on the table.
At the heart of our game is a simple, recurring question. What does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices and their consequences. It's packed with action, drama, British humour, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill.
Oh, you're growing up in Briar Hill, not Oakvale. That pub is called the Rosethorn. I'd like to return to this place then, and you can bring life back to it, even though everyone's a statue.
It's here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation.
Oh, that's a good question. That is about difficulty. I don't want it to be Dark Souls-like. I don't like Dark Souls. The difficulty, that is. I think the worlds like, Elden Ring and stuff like that, what they managed to do with that game is amazing. Like, I've played it fully through and all that stuff, but it was blimmin' difficult and frustrating. And I was like, I'm not doing this again. I've already played it once. Difficulty. I think it should be difficult when you're beginning. And maybe like, this is going to be quite maybe a 40-hour game. So with each, when you reach like a certain level, the enemies they add a variant of the enemy like they did in Fable 2, because as you leveled up your skills, new variants would appear. So you have new the hobs and stuff, and new, you know, new undead and hollow men and Belverines were introduced as you go through the game, and you're expected to get certain, you know, certain sort of things. So I do think, I don't know how it's going to work. Is it going to be like the Fable 1, where if you get killed, or it's like game over, reload to your last checkpoint? Or is it going to be you get knocked unconscious like Fable 2 and 3, and you gain a scar or something like that? And lose experience in like your skills or something. So it's going to be, I don't know how they're going to handle it. They haven't really shown it off. I wouldn't mind like a Witcher kind of difficulty. So you're like, or your story, or normal, or hard, or death march kind of thing. Rather than just like one balance over it. I just don't want him to like, like in Skyrim and stuff, when it's like you turn up the difficulty and it's just like enemies become sponges. I would like it a little bit more. You can take them out in a few hits, but they can also take you out in a few hits. If I fancy difficulty, well, I'm playing as a hero, a first in the generation, so I want to be overpowered. Power fantasy maybe a little bit. Yeah, that's my take on it. Hopefully it's harder, because I rarely died in Fable games, even during major boss fights. Yeah, me too. I did a full playthrough of Fable 2 the other day, like, me time kind of thing. I didn't do it in one day. I did it like throughout the week and stuff. Quite a while. And not once did I perish or need to use a, what do you call them? Resurrection stuff. Resurrection potion. But, there's going to be health items in this, clearly, because you can purchase stuff from butchers, and there's different shops.
Disaster strikes, and
that's another thing. It's interesting that there's like just a toy maker's shop that you can buy. That's interesting. Like, it's just dedicated to getting gifts for your children. I'm wondering if you can take people to different places and stuff like in the previous games.
People of your village,
and it's a little bit more interaction.
Including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious...
Grandma again. Turned to stone. It's interesting that they're going with you were raised by your gran kind of thing, and not your parents. Wonder what's the story there. This stranger, I think, is probably the hero at that was in the other trailer. Like, she's back again. Yeah, it was sad they didn't say anything about co-op. I'll be very surprised if there is co-op. It looks like, but they are playground games. Like, they made the Forza thing, so it's all about co-op, isn't it? So I'm surprised there's nothing there. But maybe it's like for the next place, it will show something. I wonder if anyone can get. Yeah, I wonder if we can get fat, skinny if you eat certain things. I'd hope you could, because that was a fun part about Fable. Yeah, the interactions with items and stuff would make you fat or skinny. And if you got knocked out in a fight, you would gain a scar and stuff like that.
Suddenly alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment, because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests, bustling villages, sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches, and stunning vistas. And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed...
Yeah, so it's a fully open world game now. So, yeah, from that, I remember in Fable 2, it was like a a gypsy camp you start out in, and then you had to go through these quests and stuff. And then you head to Bowerstone, which is 7 hours down the road. Yeah, because like in Fable 1, if you got sort of hit, if you got hit at any point, you could have a potential chance of gaining a scar, that was a cool system. So yeah, like they really should incorporate that into the morality system. I mean, if you look like a scarred, crazy person, they're gonna judge you. And that's what happened when you get knocked out. Your attractiveness kind of goes down in Fable 2. I mean, yeah, I imagine they did take inspiration from Skyrim. Because, Skyrim, was like one of the best-selling games in like 2011 kind of thing. Did it win Game of the Year, I think? I think it did. But there's like, it's so open world and it's still going, Skyrim is today. Like the modding community is keeping that game alive.
The world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to...
I really like Bowerstone. I think they've kind of nailed that Bowerstone looking aesthetic kind of thing.
Fairfax Castle.
Now I'm hoping you can walk around these towers areas and then the garden over there and stuff like that. And it's not like a loading screen into a small area like in... I mean, not... You know how Fairfax Castle was in its own sort of area? And then you walk through the door and stuff like that. The FPS in Fairfax Castle, though, in Fable 2 was terrible. Because it still loaded the outside in for some reason.
The old clock tower.
All this greenery is quite nice. All right, I'm just going to have to quickly grab some food because I'm absolutely starving. It's a good job I bought some snacks earlier. So yeah, clock tower. Just look how like many buildings there are and stuff. If we can walk all them buildings and look at them and buy all those buildings and stuff, that would be pretty cool.
And the legendary hero.
Yeah, the landscape seems to be too good to be true. And it would probably look amazing, but the FPS will not be. Oh, I think everyone's got to get a 55090 Ti and 64 gig of RAM in this economy. So you're looking like spending about 10 grand on a computer to make it run at 60 FPS.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts. Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game, as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power.
I'm buying the castle. Yeah. Now, I mean, I can think of a million things missing. Oh, my sandwich. My sandwiches fell apart. Think of a few things that are missing. I saw no demon doors or anything. As long as they made it worth buying all these buildings and stuff in some way.
And uncover the secrets of the sinister, but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is beautiful, handcrafted, and richly detailed.
In Albion, heroes are special, different. They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars.
I wonder what it means by character heads. Does that mean like you can change the hair? You can add a beard? Anything like that? Hopefully it means so. I'm just eating my sandwich, by the way. That's why I'm a little quiet.
So the hero you play represents you.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities gives us style-weaving combat. Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike. Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers.
Yeah, I just noticed that there's like no orbs or anything that come off the enemies or something. Is there an XP thing that I missed?
Skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities.
I don't see any XP or anything popping up for taking out that chicken.
Gives us style-weaving combat. Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle.
I definitely like that hammer. That hammer's pretty cool. What was that? The green stuff.
Represents you.
And will. Seamlessly blending melee and range.
Oh, the green stuff that popped off was the transformation into the chickens, right? I don't think it's XP, is it?
Weapons with magical abilities gives us style-weaving combat. Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle against single opponents and...
Yeah, because as you finish that character, orbs should, come out of it and go into your character. If you're in Fable 2. So, I don't think they've got that. I think it's probably like an invisible thing. Or you like level up by upgrading your weapons in some way. Because the only weapon sword, the sword we've seen is the same sword we've seen through the entire thing. As well as the hammer being the same thing. Yeah, true. Yeah, it is probably like an XP bar. I mean, we can't see it on the screen, though. I'd have popped it just underneath, like, a really thin bar underneath your health. Because I think these two little things above the green bar are like your armor. So you can take a few hits and they disappear before taking, or the poise kind of thing for the hero. Yeah, the amount of orbs are lost in, like, on bridges or something.
large groups of enemies alike.
I do hope they improve the enemy AI a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's the last time we saw anything to do with Fable was like 10 months ago, wasn't it? and that didn't even have any UI then. So they're probably still finalizing the UI. Like this here, it looks very simple. Needs to be a little bit more detailed, and the rim, it just doesn't look Fable enough. If you remember the Fable 2 kind of map, I mean the compass, it was a bit more beefier and a bit more thicker and stuff. I think that's what it needs. The thin line makes it look a bit weird. I think it needs to be a little bit more embossed. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, the dual wielding looked pretty cool, like with the dagger and the sword.
Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers. Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan-favorite adversaries for you to fight. Hobbs are back. As our ballerines, colorful, and trolls.
I liked how that hob killed the other hob. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I thought it was funny.
Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
I like that lightning spell.
To your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies.
That is weird, like its head is a lantern. I'm trying to think of like anything it's from, but I can't think of anything. Anything come to mind with you guys, or do you think that's a unique design? Oh. Yeah, I do think there's still a bunch of work to be done on the UI and stuff like that. As for co-op, I really don't know. That takes a lot because you've got to sort of replicate all the animations and stuff like that, and the systems, and stuff like that. That's how it works on Unreal anyway. You have to do a certain thing so the other character can see what you're doing. It's something I imagine you would do along the way. I do hope, yeah, I do hope you get to do like certain builds and stuff that you can enjoy and stuff. Like if you want to be a hero of skill and use your bow and stuff, and then use that crossbow thing we see in a mo.
And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
Oh, I think we went past it actually.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan-favorite adversaries for you to fight.
Yeah, with those leaks, then the concept art, because it's concept art, that's very early on in the making of it. So I don't know if it's like going to be put through, but to get rid of demon doors is quite a bold kind of thing to do, because Fable it had like cool loot and weapons and stuff in it. So yeah, that will be it'd be an interesting thing to do. Demon chests. Demon doors is better. But like, how would they get it to work? Because you can't, if there's no expression wheel or anything like that, how would they work? Would it be more like puzzles, something you have to do in front of the demon door? So we'll see. mean, yeah. I like how it's looking. The more I look at it, the more it's like, okay, this might grow on me. Especially with how clumsy the hobs are. I do hope there's different variants of each one, but all we've seen is the same type of hobs. I'm happy that we've seen, you know, new looking kind of characters, and well, the undead are new.
Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
And we're adding brand new enemies.
See, I like that crossbow.
Hobbs are back,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
So having like enemies that are resistant to, you know, your stuff is pretty cool. So it's immune to your bolts and stuff until you shoot him in the leg and then finish him off with a big hammer blow.
And we're adding brand new enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting. So much more.
Yeah, the game looks fairly good. It like visually. I think with everything else, it could be really good. Could be getting there. Just needs a little bit more development. And they didn't have like a proper release date or anything. So it's like, when are you? They said autumn, not like didn't put a date on it. So it might get pushed back. Yeah, it's like to break the posture kind of thing, isn't it? So if you like break the posture, then they're like open to a what do you call it? A finishing move. Or at least like a little bit of damage or something.
When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion, and the things you can do with them, or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game, where you could just mess around with the villages and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
I do like this. It's more of an interactive kind of job kind of thing. Is it like you got 38 seconds, 30 seconds to do a certain thing or something? I wonder what that means.
Villager, getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion. Buying every business in Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people, having a bunch more kids, probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
Yeah, so they got that thing in too from like Fable. You marry certain people and they find out and then they divorce you and take all the kids. Or that you leave them for such a long time that they just be like, he load into the area where they lived. And they'd be like, your wife has left you and taken the kids. And you're like, oh, great. I thought that was funny.
And this game within a game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality.
Yeah, nice. Oakvale's last hero. Or Briar Hill. Briar Hill, that's Briar Hill. Is that named after a character from Fable 1? Right, but not like Briar something. Briar Rose? Was it Briar Rose? I can't remember.
You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
They'll get up, go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard?
Working hard or hardly working? Right, I'm going to call it here because I am getting tired. There's plenty for me to look into tomorrow. There's, we discussed a good amount. Hopefully I'll remember it all. I've wrote a few things down. So yeah, it's been an interesting stream. Interesting to see Fable finally. I got mixed opinions and all that stuff, but it's looking okay. It's looking good. There's potential here for something cool, and it has a lot of, core Fable elements, like clearly quests and changing environments and stuff from what you do, and then the interaction kind of thing, buy everything kind of thing, which is pretty cool. And that's what I kind of wanted because it was so unique to Fable. So yeah. Anyway, that's going to be all from me. Please like, subscribe if you've enjoyed watching me anyway. I'm going to be doing an analysis video and stuff of this. Might not come out tomorrow because there's a lot of stuff to go through. But it might do. Depends how focused I am. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Pretty interesting. Anyway, that's going to be all from me. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Take care, guys, and like and subscribe, and, stick around for some more Fable sort of deep dives and looks and stuff. It's definitely looking interesting. It's, intrigued. Hopefully there's more that they're going to show off eventually, whenever that is. So yeah. Good night, everyone. Goodbye.